Hey guys, Youngblood Fantasy 92, and today we are going to discuss Sonic Passion. Now, this topic has really annoyed me because I wouldn't even consider marrying a fake character in the first place. Not even so much as fantasize about a character marrying me or other people for that matter. But back to the point. Now, there are some people who are really crazy, weird, and just off the wall. I mean, they are totally insane. All they think about is Sonic marrying him/her. And yes, I do mean him because there are connections like, I like Shadow, he's sexy. But we're not going to get into that. We're just going to talk about how Sonic is the bachelor over here. Now, there are some people out there who think Sonic needs to get married, and there are some people that think Sonic needs to be married to me or else my life is over. I will not mention names here, but you know who you are. Some people actually go around and say, Sonic should be my husband, I made some videos tributing him, he should be my husband, I have a marriage certificate to prove it, blah blah blah. In the long run, a marriage certificate made by you is not valid. You need to get a permit from the state, a marriage license, etc., etc. But what do I know? I'm not married, I'm only 17. But I'm just saying, you can't marry a fake two-dimensional character. It just defies all logic. To be very honest with you, why would I even think about marrying a Sonic character or any other character that is fake, for that matter? I wouldn't consider it if I was the last person on the planet, because I know that in the world of video games and in the world of animation, they're not real. They're just characters created by real people in order to entertain the masses. That's all I think that pretty much their function is. If they're going to function as sex objects and marriage objects and bachelors and bachelorettes, then I think they deserve no purpose. The only time when they can bachelors and bachelorettes is when they interact with other characters of the franchise and they marry other characters or they have relationships with other characters and not real people. And when people think that they can marry a character because they feel they have the right to, then let me rescind that statement. They have no right to marry a two-dimensional character that doesn't exist, okay? These people think that Sonic is a sexy beast and he should be married to me because I am the most eligible person to marry Sonic, and that's just wonderful. No, it isn't wonderful to think of marrying a character that doesn't exist in real life. Although I will say, though, when Sonic becomes very overrated, I'm sure he'll marry Elise or something stupid like that. I mean, why is it that I think the Sonic Passion started mainly because of Sonic's interaction with Elise in the Sonic game that I don't even remember because it's that really bad. But when Sonic interacts with Elise, I'm thinking, okay, this is bestiality. But I think this also paved the way to first Sonic Passion and people who think Sonic can get married to humans. Because the human-hedgehog interaction in the game, I think that pretty much was the foundation and the motivation for people to go around and make Sonic Passion and think that, and get with the idea that Sonic can be married to human people. Whereas I think it's the most illogical thing that I've ever heard. And here's why it's illogical. I think what happens is, I think it's contradicting common thought here. I mean, it's like me going out and trying to marry a tree. A tree may be living, a tree can breathe, but it's not living, it's not a real person. Why would I marry someone that would never talk to me, that would only spit out oxygen at its waste, and die before I would? Or maybe be cut down in the future by people who just want to use the lumber. I mean, that's the sense these people have. They think they can marry off two-dimensional characters. It's like I think this is the equivalent is you're trying to marry a piece of paper to yourself. Or marry a video game to yourself. And we all know you can't marry things to people. Unless, of course, you want to start a whole cult where you can marry things to people. But wait, isn't that Sonic Passion already? I rest my case. So to all these people out there who think Sonic is an eligible bachelor, or for that matter, any other character in the franchise, you're sick. You're brain dead and you're sick. And I think you really need to move on, get the obsessions about Sonic out of your heads, and move on to something else. Because if you're going to be this skewed in life when you're older, you'll find out that your attraction to Sonic won't really matter in the long run. People will start to insult you, make fun of you, think that you're crazy, weird, annoying, insane, psychopathic, sociopathic, social rejects, etc., etc. And if you want to save yourself a whole lifetime of ostracizing, of ridiculing, then I suggest you get a hold of yourself and stop obsessing over fake characters that don't exist. You can't marry two-dimensional characters. Like I said, it's like trying to marry yourself to a pencil, piece of paper, and I don't know, any other artistic implement. And we all know you can't marry yourself to objects unless, of course, as I said earlier, you start a whole cult on it. And I said that before. It's Sonic passion all over again. So my whole point of this rant is, if you're gonna have an obsession, then keep it to yourselves. Shut the hell up and don't think about it. Because for all we know, you're probably having sex with plushies, with Sonic plushies, and I seriously think you should lay off that, you nymphomaniacs. Well, that's the end of my rant about Sonic passion. This is Youngblood Fantasy 92, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you next time.